My name's Diana, and I'll be your social worker today.
Okay.
Do you prefer to be called Macy, or do you have another nickname?
Macy's fine.
Okay. Did you get here okay? Did you find the building all right?
Yeah, I took the bus. It was running a few minutes late, but...
Okay, well, I'm glad you still made it here. It's not that bad of a day out, so, luckily you got some fresh air, and it was probably, not that bad.
No, it was fine.
Okay. So before we get started, I would like to talk about confidentiality. So everything that's spoke in this room between you and I will stay in this room between you and I, unless I have to consult another coworker of mine just to get, some advice, give the best help to you. The only time I will break confidentiality is if I believe you are posing a harm to yourself or to someone else. So say if you're threatening someone else and I truly believe that that person's in harm, I do have to break our confidentiality. Or, if I think that you are a harm to yourself and, for example, having suicidal, like a plan for suicide, then, I will have to break confidentiality. And just because, I'm looking at the best interest for you.
Okay.
So here's a form that I need you to sign at the end of our session, in which it basically just says everything that I just told you, and it's just, some informed consent that, I'm here to help you, but everything that we talk about today or in any of our sessions will stay between you and I.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so what brings you in today?
Well, lately I've been feeling really confused and depressed, and I didn't feel like I had anyone to talk to, so I thought maybe coming here would help.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more. What do you mean by depressed?
Well, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I have 3 kids, and my husband works 2 jobs, so I don't get to see him that much, and I just feel like I'm stuck in a routine, and I'm just not very happy.
Okay, so you're stuck in a routine, but you have kids, so tell me a little bit more about your kids. How old are they?
Well, my daughter Lily is 2, and I have 2 boys, Matt and Cody, who are 5 and 6.
Okay, so 2-year-old must be a handful.
Yes, terrible 2s.
Yes, but she's the only girl?
Yes.
Oh, so it might be a little even more troubling with the boys around.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you find any joy spending time with the kids, even though, I know you said you're stuck in a routine, but, having kids must be this joyful thing?
Yeah, I do like spending time with them. I mean, the boys are at school a lot, and I'm home with Lily, but I just feel like it's a constant routine, wake up, wake the kids up, do laundry, clean the house, I would like to do something other than that.
What would you like to do? What do you mean by that?
Well, I would like to get out of the house. I would like to hang out with my friends more. I would like to go out on dates with my husband, but I can't really do that because he works 2 jobs, and then we have to find a sitter, then we have to pay for a sitter, and it's really hard to do that. And then I get worried about my kids because I am home with them so much, so I'm very attached to them. So I don't know, just something other than my daily routine with them.
Do you get to talk to, your friends outside of your home? Do they come visit? Do they call? Do you call?
We text more than anything. We try to text as often as we can, but it's hard to try to take care of your kids and doing all of your daily things. It's really difficult to. Sometimes we forget to respond to each other because they're also busy too with their daily lives.
Right. Exactly. So they must have kids as well then?
Yeah, they're not really the same age as my kids though, so it's hard to have play dates. But we try to do that maybe once a month, so that way we can have a nice adult conversation.
Right. Do you enjoy those times with your friends?
Absolutely. It's a lot better than being stuck watching cartoons all day.
What do you guys usually do or talk about when you hang out with each other?
Well, we tend to go to Burger King or McDonald's that has a play set so the kids can play in there, and then we just sit there and eat and just have conversations, try to catch up since we don't get to hang out that much. Nothing very extravagant.
Well, that's still a nice break though, getting out of the house, seeing your friends, and it's good that you're making the extra effort to get out of the house and break your routine a little bit, even though you did mention that you just do it about once a month. But that's still very nice.
Yeah, I wish that we could do it more, but it's hard to find a sitter for both of us. and then find something to do. So.
Right. And so your husband, he doesn't spend a lot of time at home, I think you said?
Right. He works 2 jobs, so he's gone from like 7 in the morning until like 8 o'clock at night. Between the 2 jobs, but he has different schedules. But so like he doesn't really get to help out all that much, and like when he comes home, like he wants the house to be clean, and like he just wants to eat and go to bed. So we don't get to spend that much time together, and like that's like really like hard. Like that makes me feel really lonely because then I'm like just with the kids all day and like forced to watch cartoons and like talk to my 2-year-old daughter. So I would like to have an adult conversation once in a while.
Right. Why does he work 2 jobs?
Because I'm a stay-at-home mom, we figured the financial reasons, it just evens out more for me to stay at home and not pay for a sitter and he likes what he does, so it's just very lonesome.
Do you not get a lot of family support?
Well, I do. I don't really have many family members in town. My mom is in town and his mom is in town, but that's about it, and they still have jobs, so it's hard to ask them to do daycare or just anything really.
Tell me a little bit more about that. What do you mean it's hard? Is it just because, you feel bad about it, or?
Yeah, like it's hard for like me as like a mom to take care of my 3 kids. Like it's especially harder for like their grandma who's a little bit older to be able to take care of a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old. So like, and I just feel bad like putting the kids on them, even though like they love to see their grandchildren. So.
Right. How do you think your kids feel about this situation? Do you think they like having you home and being on this routine?
I think they like it. I think it works well for them. I don't think they really know how I feel because like I try to put a happy face on when they are around. But I definitely think my husband has started to see that I have been a little bit lonely lately, and he's definitely been trying to get home from work earlier, but I mean, he can't.
Right, so you've just been kind of functioning at the best that you could, kind of just like being the best mother you can, the best wife, but I mean, tell me a little bit more, like, you put on this face. What do you mean by you put on this face? Is it, you just going and doing your daily routine? Are you still being active? Like,
I don't really get out of the house much. I try to take Lily like outside, like at the place when the kids are at school, but it's starting to get cold out, so, and like the weather has been making me really like depressed lately, and I don't know, I want more alone time, I guess. And I feel bad saying that because like I want to be with my kids, but like I don't know. That's why I'm here. I don't know.
Right, you want more alone time for yourself so you can relax and kind of enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think would be a good time? Like, what would you do if you did have this alone time?
I definitely think I would catch up on some sleep. I like to read, so maybe like read a book and try to go to lunch, like get out and go to lunch, or even just like going and getting groceries. Like it's really hard to get groceries with 3 kids, so just doing that on my own would be a step in the right direction.
Right, even though it's a small step, I think, you would probably really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you felt comfortable coming in today and expressing your feelings with me. It looks like this is all the time we have today, but next time we can pick up where we left off today, if that's something you're interested in.
Yeah, I think so.
Perfect. Then after you sign this confidentiality sheet, we can actually set up an appointment for next time. Do you want to meet on a weekly basis, bi-weekly? What I know you said like it's hard for you to find care for your kids, so I mean, what works best with your schedule? I mean, I'm pretty open, so.
I think maybe bi-weekly. That way I can like ask one of her grandparents to watch Lily while the boys are at school. So.
Okay.
You can try bi-weekly.
And do you think you'll be okay with transportation? Like, is the bus the best way?
Yeah.
Okay, so the bus is good?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, then. So, again, thank you for coming in today, and I hope you have a safe bus ride home. I hope the kids are good today, and, that you spend a little more time by yourself and for yourself and with your husband.
Thank you.
No problem.